Firstly, let us study in detail about asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is uniparental. It doesn't involve the formation of the gametes and fertilization. It includes only mitotic divisions and hence the resulting offsprings are genetically similar to the parent. The identical offsprings from a single parent which are true to type to their parents are called as clones. And the following are the some of the methods of asexual reproduction among the organism. Some of the asexual reproduction in lower organisms are zoospores of Chlamydomonas, Conidia of Penicillium, budding in case of yeast. And the first method of asexual reproduction is fission. It is a type of asexual reproduction that involves only the cell division that occurs in case of unicellular organisms like monadans and the protists. The binary fission, it is a division of the cell into identical daughter cells. In bacteria, the DNA replicates prior to the binary fission. In protists like amoeba and paramecium, the binary fission takes place by mitosis involving the nuclear division. Let us study about multiple fission. It is exemplified by Plasmodium. The malarial parasite involves the repeated divisions of the parent nucleus followed by the cytoplasmic division resulting in many daughter cells within the parent cell. Zoospores, they are the flagellated motile bodies produced by the mitotic division which are released to the water. Zoospores formation is a common occurrence in the members of algae like Chlamydomonas and Eulothrix. Sporangiospores, they are the non-flagellated asexual spores produced in case of sporangia. Phycomyces fungi like Rhizopus produce abundant such spores released into the air during their asexual reproduction. Conidia spores or Conidia, they are also non-flagellated asexual spores. Asexual reproduction by conidiospores is of common occurrence in the members of fungi like Penicillium and Aspergillus. Countless such spores are produced in chains. These spores are easily dispersed by the wind and falling in suitable substrata, they germinate into new individuals. Budding. It is a form of asexual reproduction in which a new individual is produced as an outgrowth of the parent held for some time, later as an independent identical copy of the parent. The budding is seen in unicellular fungi like yeast, Saccharomyces, and cnidarians like Hydra. Gemmules, they are called as internal buds, which represent specialized mass of cells that can develop into an offspring. Sponges exhibit this type of asexual reproduction. Fragmentation. It is a type of asexual reproduction where the body of the parent will break into a small pieces called as fragments and each fragment to have the ability to develop into a new individual. The reproduction by fragmentation is more common in case of filamentous algae like Spirogyra. Then look into the vegetative propagation in case of plants. It is also considered a form of asexual reproduction in which the buds will grow and develop, subsequently get detached and grow into new individual plant. A number of angiospermic plants, that means the flowering plants, will exhibit many and varied methods of vegetative propagation. The vegetative parts like root, leaf and stem, they can take part in the vegetative propagation. Firstly, look into vegetative propagation by the roots. In some plants, the roots get swollen and produce adventitious buds, and when these buds containing the part of the root get separated and they will grow into the new plants. Examples are sweet potato and dahlia. Then look into vegetative propagation by the leaves. In some plants, the adventitious buds are produced from the leaves. They will help in vegetative propagation. In case of Bryophyllum, such buds are produced at the notches along the leaf margin. Then the vegetative propagation by the stem. In many plants, the specialized underground stems like rhizome, tuber, bulb and corm, subaerial stems like runner, stolon, sucker and offset, and aerial stems like bulbils, they will help in the process of vegetative reproduction. The modified underground stems, in addition to performing reproduction, they will store the food and also help in pollination during the adverse condition. That means during the unfavorable condition, they will help in case of pollination. Underground stem modification. Rhizome. It is a horizontally growing underground stem and it bear the nodes, internodes, scales, buds and also adventitious roots. A piece of a rhizome with a bud is capable of growing into a new plant. That is example is ginger. Stem tuber. It is an underground stem swollen by food storage and they possess nodes, internodes, scale leaves and also buds. It has a number of eyes on its surface and leaf and an auxiliary bud which grow up into a new plants. Example is potato. Corm. It is a stout, swollen, fleshy, vertically compressed underground stem. It contains a heavy deposit of a food material and they often grows to a considerable size. The adventitious buds which develop from the corm, they are capable of growing into new plants. Examples are Amorphophallus and also Gladiolus. Bulb is an underground modified stem consisting of shortened convex stem with a terminal bud and also the numerous fleshy storage leaves. The bulb contains the auxiliary buds that can grow into new plants. Examples are onion, tulip and also allium species. Subaerial stem modifications. The subaerial stem modifications like runners, stolons, suckers and offsets functions as a unit of vegetative reproduction. Then firstly, let us learn about runner. Runner is a slender horizontally growing branch in the ground level. It arises as an axillary bud and creeps some distance away from the mother plant, then strikes the roots. When the runner breaks off from the mother plant, it results in an independent daughter plant. Examples are Cynodon, it is one of the grass, and Oxalis centella. Then, stolon, the term which has been variously used and it is more commonly applied to a special type of a runner which do not grow horizontally. As we all know that runner grows horizontally but stolon doesn't grow horizontally but it forms an arch. Example is strawberry and mentha. Then comes the sucker. Like runner, it is also a lateral branch but it develops from the underground part of the stem and it grows obliquely upwards and give rise to a leafy shoot or a new individual plant by striking roots. The sucker may grow horizontally outwards as in case of chrysanthemum or it may be shorter and stouter in case of banana, pineapple, mint, etc. Offset, it is also like a runner, an axillary bud growing from the axil of the leaf, but offset is shorter and thicker compared to runner. It is a short prostrate branch with a tuft of leaves at its apex. Example is Iconia and Pistia. They both are the hydrophytes. Hydrophytes means the water loving plants. Then comes the aerial stem modification. Bulbil. It is a modification of whole bud into a swollen multicellular structure which serves for the propagation. When the bulbil gets detached from the parent plant and fall on the ground, it will grow into a new plant. Example, Dioscorea bulbifera, Agave americana.